And hello, folks. On a Saturday, I'm Tom Kavicka, and I've got a lot of weather information for you. You know, the weather pattern's changing. Listen to Nick this morning, and he talked about that as well. And these are big changes that are on the way. Sweep out the snow and get ready for the rain. Saturday morning lows. In some areas, this was the seventh straight morning where we had a freeze. And it was a cold one too, with you see temperatures ranging through the 20s here across the area. I think we averaged about 25 for a low, which is way below the 39 that we typically see. But in 1963, we got hit by a pretty big front there with 11 degrees for the record. All right, so this is the last really cold night for a while that I can see. And so we'll say bye-bye to those temperatures and say hello to the clouds, which you see with the Alexandria Central Broadcasting Tower cam there on Texas Street, that the clouds are rolling in, folks. The first indication that we are seeing changes in that weather pattern. Gina, you're seeing the clouds as well over in that direction. Let's go up to Toledo Bend, and again, likewise. So this is a situation that's happening as the clouds come in all across central Louisiana, not a localized thing. So the clouds are coming in, and that is the first indication that the rain is coming as well. So those are your weather headlines. We'll be talking about that in detail. First look at the radar showing some elevated echoes off to the west of us. This is indicative of course, maybe some energy aloft trying to come through, but just yet, we're just too dry to support rainfall right now, so it holds off until Sunday. I don't think it's going to ruin any of your plans this evening. If you're going to want to go to a movie or out to eat or something like that, you're okay there. Don't have to lug around the rain gear. But we see those clouds coming in quickly from the southwest. And again, you see a lot of cloudiness across portions of the southwest, the southern central Rockies into the plains and mid-Mississippi Valley. So again, this again all proof that the weather pattern changing as expected. Now put the futurecast into motion. Fast forward into Sunday morning, mid-morning for Sunday school and church. Yeah, you got a rain chance. You might think about at least taking an umbrella at that time. It will be hit and miss, not a rain for everyone at that point, but it will increase throughout the day. Into the afternoon, evening, looks like we're going to see some thunderstorms mixing in as well during that time. So a Sunday evening service, or you got some shopping errands to do, something like that, to have to get out of the house, well, kind of take heart that we will see some heavier rain possibilities at that particular time. And that rain, notice how it moves out Monday morning. And that's kind of our first event, though, that I've been talking about. So things improving for your Monday morning commute back to work and school. And during the day, later Monday, looks like turning out to be a fairly decent day. So a rainfall pattern through Sunday into very early Monday. Everybody gets wet during that event. Again, this is event number one. 100% everywhere. Common amounts will be about a half inch to an inch and a half. Peak amounts could reach 3 inches in event one for Sunday night, and early Monday. And therefore, we have a flash flood risk. This is a marginal risk, a Cat 1 there on a 1 to 4 scale, level 1. So we call that marginal. Could be some heavy rainfall totals, as you just saw, maybe up to 3 inches. And some of that could fall fairly quickly if you can get a thunderstorm at you. Futurecast, going beyond this, this is what's happening right now. We see the upper level energy poised off to the west of us right here. And so right in here, you can see that southwesterly flow. This is for Sunday being well established. We have that pattern right now, but there's not enough energy in it to kick loose rain and thunderstorms, just some clouds. But Sunday, there's enough energy in this flow that will do that. Now, let's fast forward for a little bit more. So that takes care of event number one. Going into Monday, we actually kind of see a little bit of a ridging pattern right here as we see a little northward tick to the upper level flow there. And so that, I think, will give us a couple of days where I would say rest from the rain, but we'll be between events there. So I don't have 0% those days, but again, kind of a little bit of a respite from it, I guess. And then fast forwarding to Wednesday, midday, afternoon, we begin to see this upper level feature change. As you can see, still rotation right there with a lot of energy in it, and then southwesterly flow out ahead of it coming through. That ridge, kind of a protector, it kind of breaks down, and we'll start to see rain chances increase again on Wednesday with that pattern. And then by Friday, we can see how the system kind of takes a move into the southern Rockies and the eastern edge of in the central plain, southern central plains right there. So this is getting closer to us. So here's the energetic flow coming in really strongly to the west of us. And then we kind of see a little offshoot right there. A little bit of what we call a divergent flow right in through here. That creates upward motion in the atmosphere. It enhances it. And so that is the second event that we're looking at. And I'll fast forward a little bit more, give you one last look at it. You can kind of see how it works on through the flow. And then after the 7-day forecast, beyond the 7-day forecast, the GFS has a huge system off to the west. Other models are not on board with such a big, strong system, so the GFS might prove to be an outlier at that particular time. Right now, it doesn't look like there's anything big following the Thursday, Friday night rainfall event. Could be a little something afterwards, but I think the GFS right now looks overdone. So the gloomy, wet pattern, that's all part of this too during the days. I don't think you're going to see much sun for about almost a week out of this. You might see some, but not a lot. So again, this is the first event, Sunday, Monday morning. We covered that one in detail. Now the second event, Thursday through Friday night, that's event 2. I'm just going to give you kind of what I expect in additional rainfall. This is on top of what happens Sunday. 2 to 5 inches look possible during the second event. So I think for the most part, the second event may produce more rain than the first one. And then when you add it up, you're getting 5+ inches in some locations. So you can see it well defined on the 7-day forecast, where event 1, here's your heavy rain threat. There's a little front mixed in with this. We've got 3 fronts over the next week. You can see minor temperature fluctuations with that. But look at that 72 maybe by next Saturday. And so with these fronts, remember at the server, they focus showers and thunderstorms and are focused for weather events happening. So you put all that with that upper level pattern. That's just, again, this is all part of the changes in the weather pattern that we're seeing. So Monday, Tuesday, we see some minor fluctuations in temperature because of the first front there. Rain chances go down for a couple of days. You see it picking up Wednesday, as I indicated. And then Thursday, Friday night, very early Saturday, there's another event, heavy rain possible again, maybe more than Sunday night event. And then there's a couple of fronts involved in that. This third front is more of a southern latitude front, and dry air comes in, cuts down the rain chances Saturday morning. I think that 20%, we could limit that to Saturday morning. And look at that high, 72 degrees. How long has it been since we've seen that? That'd be good if that happens. Nick Mikolas is back with you tomorrow. I'll be in the forecast center playing around in the Pineville office. Take care. Thanks for your support for SendLive Weather. We enjoy doing it. God bless.